cappuccino. A cap of G no. Oh, Linda. What's going on, my pretty pandas? It's your huggable hipster here, and welcome back to today's Tea Talk, which is on a Saturday instead of Friday because I needed a mental health day yesterday, and I thank you so much, you guys. You have no idea the amount of love I was receiving yesterday. But this is technically my job, so it's time to go back on the wheel, whatever that means, and attack this head on. We are going at it, Linda. We are facing our fears. We are going to destroy our anxiety. We're going to do it. We got this. I use humor as a form to shield how I really feel about the world. So today's Tea Talk, it was going to be a bit more cumbersome than it actually is, because today, instead of about 5 articles, I nailed it down to 3 main ones that we are going to discuss today. And that's because I just couldn't really choose which ones I wanted to talk about. I didn't want to make it too Fallout heavy. I didn't want to make it too, Alien heavy. I didn't want to make it too this heavy, that heavy. So it's a good balance now of everything. So the first article that we are going to dive into is something that I was geeking out about when I first saw it. There is going to be a possible Alien Isolation sequel called Alien Blackout. I can already sense how much I will be hiding in lockers, underneath tables, and possibly from xenomorphs. Unless this is a prequel story to Amanda Ripley from Ellen Ripley's perspective, then possibly no hiding, but a lot of terror. Me personally, I can sense this game being more of a psychological horror than anything else, because listen, Alien Isolation was like ride or die running horror, like you just had to skit scat away from the xenomorph. With this, I don't know, I'm getting the vibes. I'm getting the vibes, fam, that it's going to be more psychological, more intense, more darkness, more heavy, more I want to just stay inside a locker until my nose bleeds and I can't live anymore. It states here in the article that Alien Isolation was revered for how well it captured the essence of Ridley Scott's 1979 classic film Alien. The lack of a follow-up in recent, however, meant that the new franchise and its semi-cliffhanger, which is true, there was a lot of cliffhanger in that, not just semi. It wasn't just semi, there was a lot of cliffhanger in that ending. A lot. It would be left drifting aimlessly in space for the imminent future, and that might change due to a new trademark listing for the possible Alien Isolation sequel, Alien Blackout. Which they're stating here in the article that Alien Blackout isn't a direct sequel to the game, more or less, in my view, what I'm projecting will be a prequel. Alien Blackout has not been confirmed by a direct Alien Isolation sequel, nor has 20th Century Fox formally announced anything. So yeah, I'm really excited, to say the least, about this new possible game slash prequel slash, steal my heart out everything. Now, the next article that we are going to dive into is going to be one that I'm not surprised about this one at all. But whenever I read it and whenever I clicked the save tab into my Tea Talks folder, it was one of those things where I'm either going to get lots of hate for my opinion, or people are going to be like, yes, Linda, yes, the tea. But yeah, apparently Bethesda is facing a class action lawsuit right now over Fallout 76. Oh, who saw this coming? Pick me. I know the answer to this. So apparently Fallout is experiencing a class action lawsuit because, wait for it, it's the stupidest reason ever. People are finding bugs in the game. Like, it literally says here in the article, the law firm McLachio and Rutherford LLP currently investigating and soliciting clients as a possible class action lawsuit against Bethesda over Fallout 76. According to the firm's class action page, they are hoping to represent players who bought the game and were unhappy with the quality level of the product from a technical perspective. So you buy a game, you know it's going to be mostly online, and then you're surprised when there are glitches and problems. I don't have a weave, but can I please snatch something? It was one of those things where I was not happy about it going online, even though I've never really in-depth played the game. I've seen enough walkthroughs and I've seen enough people play it to know what Fallout 76, or what at least it should have been. It shouldn't have been an online beta at first and then moving into a full-on online game. Fallout is that psychological survival post-apocalyptic horror game that you really love and you want to get into. All your friends are playing it, your poodle is playing it, your cappuccino is playing it, everybody and the mother is playing it. But I feel like it should have kept the vibe that Fallout actually has of a psychological post-apocalyptic horror game instead of an online beta Overwatch wannabe. Bugs and glitches are expected with the release of most new games. Fallout 76 launched with a 56GB patch. That has proven to be the starting point of the game's problems. Can I hear everybody just screaming right now? A 56GB patch. Yeah, there is an entire article for this. I will link it down below so you guys can read it and just cringe at the obscenity with this. I mean, this article and the one about the man-child who completely trashed GameStop because he only got a GameStop rewards card instead of a full refund. I mean, you know, rest in peace Snorlax, but still. Now, this article, I read through it. I set aside my womanly differences because of the title. It states here that males may be more likely to become addicted to games. And it mentions females, but a little bit down the article. I feel like the article was so biased and so poorly written to a certain extent. I mean, you know, it's CNN, but still. I discuss politics. Anybody who tries to discuss politics down in the comments below, I will not reply. It states here in the article that brain scans of men addicted to online gaming shows changes in the brain regions associated with impulsivity. New research presented Wednesday. Wednesday, is that like a special day for research? New research presented Wednesday. It goes on to say, but no brain altercations are seen in the addicted women. Okay. Interesting. I mean, you know, we just that good. It was on to saying the test results and what they found from the MRI and the fMRI scans, and I thought it was rather interesting. Now, the mapping results of the scans, they saw key differences between the men and the women in gaming. Men addicted to gaming, when compared to healthy controls, showed the brain's function alterations in the superior frontal gyros, the frontal lobe over here, in the area of the brain's prefrontal lobe. Sorry, right over here. That is important to impulse control. However, the brain scans of the addicted women show no such alterations. Meaning that, what, men have more issues than we do? We already knew this, honey. So, I mean, this is a very in-depth article. When it comes down to it, I feel like they wanted to make it more biased to show that, hey, you know, men... What is it with men and addiction and gaming? Oh yeah, there's women too. They also like to, they do gaming too, but they're just not as addicted to it as men. Which is a fascinating topic. It'll be down in the description below for your viewing pleasure. I just feel like very biased towards the men. It could have just made the title how men are more so addicted to gaming than women are, but you know, CNN, they like to keep things biased. Which I am a libertarian, okay? So shush. No politics. I have my opinion, you have yours, I have mine, you go have a cappuccino. And we all know what time it is. It is time for the Korean word of the day. And the Korean word of the day is hyopsangada. Hyopsangada means to negotiate. So if you're negotiating with someone, it's hyopsangada. So let's say you want to negotiate a deal with someone, you can say gorudu hyopsangada. Means directly translated negotiate a deal. So if I wanted to negotiate a deal on coffee, gorudu hyopsangada kyopi, I'm guessing is the direct translation because kyopi is coffee. I'm working on it, okay? My Korean is a work in progress. Yeah, if you guys like my face and what I do, please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell down below because I make videos every weekday and there will be 2 more videos coming out. Oh gosh, I'm so excited for these 2 videos that are coming out today. I'm really excited. I hope you guys enjoy them, but stay casually nerdy, and I will talk to you all in the next videos coming out today and in Monday's video. Peace.